There is a place where Canada's manifest destiny collides into Lake Ontario. A place where the fabled Islington Avenue, the roadway of Canadian dreams, terminates. This is Lakeshore, home of the Wild Boys.
There was a visible line that separated Lakeshore from the rest of Toronto. North of Lakeshore, you'd see these mansions and these houses with these fancy cars, but then you'd look on the south side and it was the complete opposite.
But Lakeshore wasn't always this bad. Lakeshore was once considered to be one of the nicest places in Toronto. Thousands of people came to shop in the stores and eat in the classy restaurants. Anyone who lived off of the Lakeshore had to be some of the wealthiest people around. Until, in the early 70s, a giant mega mall called Sherway opened and changed everything for the people of Lakeshore.
You'd be walking home from school, seeing all these fancy restaurants turning into porn shops. The poverty was creeping up on us. Lakeshore was going down to hell.
In my room, I want you here.
What happened was, after Sherway opened, instead of everyone walking from store to store at Lakeshore, they just decided to go to Sherway, where it was all indoors and it had everything they wanted.
But the change wasn't all bad. After the rich people of Lakeshore moved away, the boys took over the town and began to wakeboard.
So I guess when Lakeshore died out, it just seemed like a perfect opportunity for us to wakeboard. We just go out whenever we want, just did what we want, we wakeboard, that's what we did.
Man, we looked around Lakeshore and we found the 5 kings of wakeboarding, man. We were the elite. We wanted to bring it to a whole other level.
Everybody liked my wakeboards at the time, so I took that design and I used it in my cardboards.
Wakeboarding at the time was viewed as something not too popular. It was more of a family thing where people took their boats, their kids, and just wakeboarded until our crew came along, gave it an edge, a spin. Wakeboarding became a rebellious thing.
My boards, I got my design from the things I see around Lakeshore, the graffitis on the wall. In the summer, everyone hit the lakes and wakeboards. In the winter, in the Lakeshore area, there wasn't much to do.
During the winter, when the boys couldn't wakeboard, they started something new, carboarding, and they called themselves the Wild Boys.
what it was basically was that you were being dragged behind a car on a skateboard. The car was the boat, the skateboard was the wakeboard, and you were being pulled by a rope. That's all there is to it.
The police was everywhere, so we could not do it on the streets. We had to find an empty parking lot or something.
At the beginning, no one in the crew had a car, so we were forced to borrow one.
See in our style that it originated in wakeboarding. We would carve the roads in carboarding just as we would carve the wake in wakeboarding. It's what made us unique.
So, what do you say to people that think carboarding's just like skateboarding?
Well, try falling off a regular skateboard at 50 miles an hour. See where that gets you.
The normal outfit for a wild side boy would usually be elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards, and a helmet. So it was basically a really protective outfit, and we always followed it up with the traditional wild side boy t-shirt, the logo on it.
It was a revolution. And after we dropped out, we were carboarding so much, but the amount of drugs just started to pile up. We were losing guys left and right for weeks just because they were so high.
Well, you can twist and shout, let it all hang out, but you won't fool the children of the revolution.
Who would have thought a small group of guys from Lakeshore changed the world of extreme sports forever?
Till this day, the Wild Side Boys style is still strong and running.
Aeroplane in the falling rain. I drive a Rolls Royce, 'cause it's good for my voice, but you won't fool the children